Am I the asshole for telling my wife she can leave because I'm not kicking my older kids out? My name is Michael. I am a 43-year-old man and have been married to my current wife, Amanda, who is 42. For the past 6 years, we have two daughters, Becca, who is 4, and Eliza, who is 2. I also have 2 kids from my previous marriage, Liam, who is 17, and Sage, who is 15. The divorce from my ex-wife was less than amicable, and since she had more money and a better paying job, she was awarded primary custody despite my efforts to fight it. A few weeks ago, my older kids asked if they could live with us full-time due to issues with their stepdad. Liam especially had come to blows with him a few times, and even their mother thought it would be for the best. I discussed it with my wife, and I know she was not so happy as she feels uncomfortable around my older kids. Although she did not tell me this until after we had our first child together. Since Liam and Sage moved in, things have been hard. As much as I would love to get some family therapy, my wife is against it, and we are on a waiting list. Previously, when my kids would come over, my wife would take our daughters to her parents a lot to really give us space, even though I never asked for it. Now, do not get me wrong. I'm sure being a step parent is difficult, but my kids are really good kids. They have straight as like lots of friends, play sports, and are incredibly respectful. I know I am biased, but people go out of their way to tell me these things. It has been terrible watching Amanda nitpick everything they do, almost as if she is waiting for them to slip up so she can send them back to their moms. We already argued over the holidays because she always tried to push them out of our whole traditions. Our older daughter, Becca, is going through a biting phase. Her school wants her to get occupational therapy. And I have been working with our insurance since Amanda does not like the one at the school. Unfortunately, it feels like there is an endless wait list. The house has been tense, and we have all been walking on eggshells. Yesterday morning while I was making breakfast, we heard a scream, and Becca came into the kitchen crying, saying that Sage hit her. Amanda ran into the den where Liam and Sage were and started screaming at them to leave. She was obviously furious, but Sage explained that she had finished watching TV and changed it to one of the girls' shows. Becca got so excited and bit her. And Sage even had a visible bite mark, and Amanda did not believe her. Things escalated quickly. Our daughters were crying, and Amanda screamed at my older kids to leave. Sage told her she would leave so she could calm down, which only made Amanda angrier. Liam and Sage left for a friend's house and ended up staying the night. For the past day, Amanda has been saying, I need to pack my older kids' things and send them back to my ex-wife permanently. I cannot keep dealing with this. I told her this morning that it was an accident and she needed to let it go, but she's refusing, even threatening to call the police. She said she could never feel comfortable with Sage around the girls anymore and did not feel safe. I laughed because Amanda herself once hit Becca for biting her. Amanda ended up taking the girls to her mom's, and at tomorrow, my parents came over and told me I was not wrong, but that I should not have told her to leave. I know there's some things you cannot take back, but at this point, I almost always mean it. I would hate to go through another divorce, but Amanda has been so terrible to my older kids in the past few weeks that I feel like she has become a different person. To clarify, when I had every other weekend and Wednesday custody, my wife only took the girls to her parents on Wednesdays, and I took the youngest to dinner. Before we had kids, she would join me for dinner, but our daughters are not great at restaurants. She would stay home on weekends. My son is not violent. His stepdad believed in physical punishment, which I do not and never did. That is why they asked to live with me. Sage has gone from apologetic to devastated. She even offered to go back to her mom's as long as Liam did not have to. I told her that would never be necessary. She did not mean to hit her sister, and Becca felt incredibly bad about biting her. We are working on it. But as a single income family, I cannot afford occupational therapy outside of my insurance. I will probably utilize the school's therapy despite Amanda's objections. Our youngest was not planned, but things seemed to be getting better. So we were really excited. So I did get a vasectomy after that, but I love all my children.